Earth, 2387. Humanity has recently achieved faster-than-light travel, but remains focused on internal development. Plot. Ambassador Krell from the Galactic Coalition arrives at Earth's orbital station. The Coalition is at war with the Void Hunters, an aggressive alien race consuming entire star systems. Krell explains that every civilized species must contribute to the war effort. Earth's leaders, led by President Miller and Defense Minister Blake, politely decline. They argue that humanity is too young, too small, and too focused on peaceful expansion to join an intergalactic conflict. The Coalition representatives are shocked. No species has ever refused the call to arms. Earth's position is simple. They will defend themselves if attacked, but will not seek war. The meeting ends with tension, as Krell warns that neutrality might not protect them forever. Meanwhile, Captain Ross of the Earth Defense Force monitors deep space sensors, noting unusual energy signatures at the edge of human territory. 3 months later, human colonies on the outer rim begin reporting strange disappearances. Plot. Dr. Hayes, a xenobiologist on the research station Horizon, investigates the mysterious vanishing of an entire mining crew on asteroid belt Delta 7. The only evidence left behind is a strange metallic residue that seems to absorb light. Captain Ross receives reports from multiple colonies about ships going missing near the galactic edge. The patterns match Coalition intelligence reports about Void Hunter scouting. Parties. Earth's leadership remains firm in their neutrality, believing these are isolated incidents. Ambassador Krell visits Earth again, this time more urgent. He shows footage of planets stripped bare by the Void Hunters, their populations consumed for biomass. He pleads with Earth to reconsider, explaining that the enemy grows stronger with each conquered world. President Miller maintains Earth's position, but quietly orders Captain Ross to increase patrols along human borders. The story ends with the first confirmed sighting of a Void Hunter scout ship, its black hull seeming to bend light around it. Human colony world of New Hope, a peaceful agricultural planet with 2 million inhabitants. Plot. The Void Hunters make their first direct contact with humanity. A small fleet arrives at New Hope without warning. Colony Governor Park immediately sends a distress signal to Earth while trying to establish communication. The aliens respond with a simple message: submit or be consumed. When the colonists refuse, the Void Hunters begin their harvest. They deploy massive extraction vessels that begin draining the planet's atmosphere and converting organic matter into energy. Captain Ross arrives with a small Earth Defense Force fleet, but finds himself outgunned. The human ships, designed for exploration and light defense, struggle against the Void Hunters' biomechanical technology. During the battle, Ross learns that the aliens don't just kill, they transform captured humans into mindless drones to serve their fleet. The evacuation of New Hope becomes a desperate race against time. Earth's ships manage to save 400,000 colonists, but 1.6 million are lost. The planet itself is left as a barren husk, its oceans drained and forests turned to ash. Earth. Immediately following the New Hope disaster. Plot. The news of New Hope's destruction shocks humanity. President Miller faces enormous pressure too. But Earth's military is still woefully unprepared for galactic warfare. The cabinet debates whether to join the coalition or attempt to fight alone. Dr. Hayes, now back on Earth, presents her research on Void Hunter technology. She discovers that their biomechanical ships have a weakness. They're vulnerable to specific electromagnetic frequencies that disrupt their organic components. Meanwhile, the survivors from New Hope, led by former Governor Park, form the Human Resistance Movement. They demand immediate action and begin organizing civilian militias. Captain Ross is promoted to Admiral and tasked with rapidly expanding Earth's defense capabilities. the story focuses on humanity's unique approach to warfare. Unlike other species that rely on energy weapons and shields, humans begin developing kinetic weapons, nuclear missiles, and cyber warfare techniques. Earth's industrial capacity, built over centuries of internal conflict, proves surprisingly adaptable to military production. Ambassador Krell returns with an offer: join the coalition. Now, an Earth will receive advanced technology and protection. Earth's leaders finally agree, but with conditions humanity will fight, but they'll do it their way. Multiple battlefields across human space as Earth launches its first major offensive. Plot: Admiral Ross leads the first joint human coalition. Fleet against a Void Hunter stronghold. The alien allies are amazed by human tactics using deception, guerrilla warfare, and psychological operations instead of direct confrontation. The battle showcases humanity's military philosophy, adaptability, over raw power. While coalition forces engage the enemy head-on, human ships use stealth technology and coordinated strikes to target the Void Hunters' command vessels. During the fight, Captain West, Ross's second-in-command, discovers that the Void Hunters communicate through a biological network. She develops a computer virus that can infect their ship's organic systems, turning their own technology against them. The victory at the stronghold marks humanity's first major contribution to the war effort. However, the Void Hunters adapt quickly, and their next wave of attacks shows they've learned from the encounter. The part ends with intelligence reports suggesting the Void Hunters are planning something massive, a direct assault on Earth itself. Earth's solar system under siege. Plot: the Void Hunters' main fleet arrives at Earth with overwhelming force. Their plan is to eliminate humanity before their unconventional tactics can spread to other species. The enemy brings massive world killer, ships capable of cracking planets. Earth's defense is desperate and chaotic. Every human ship, from military vessels to converted cargo haulers, joins the battle. The fight extends from Earth's orbit to the outer planets, with running battles across the entire solar system. Dr. Hayes makes a crucial discovery. The Void Hunters' world killer ships are actually converted planets from their previous conquests. Inside each vessel are the preserved remains of billions of alien species, their life force powering the ship's weapons. This revelation changes everything. The battle becomes not just about survival, but about liberation. Admiral Ross coordinates a massive assault to break open the world killer ships and free the trapped alien souls. The climax features humanity's greatest sacrifice. President Miller volunteers to ram his flagship into the enemy's command vessel, buying time for the final assault. His last words: Earth does not surrender. 1 year after the Battle of Earth. Plot: the war has ended with humanity's victory, but the cost has been enormous. Earth's population has been reduced by half, and entire star systems lie in ruins. However, the defeat of the Void Hunters has freed dozens of enslaved species. Admiral Ross, now promoted to fleet commander, oversees the liberation of the Void Hunters' former territories. The freed species, grateful for humanity's sacrifice, begin sharing their knowledge and technology with Earth. The story reveals that humanity's refusal to initially join the war was actually crucial to victory. Their fresh perspective and unconventional tactics were exactly what the coalition needed to break the stalemate. Dr. Hayes has become the head of the new Galactic Research Council, working to prevent future conflicts through understanding and cooperation. She reflects on how humanity's greatest strength wasn't their weapons or technology, but their refusal to accept that any problem was unsolvable. The story ends with the dedication of the memorial wall on Earth, listing every human who died in the war. Ambassador Krell, now a close friend of humanity, speaks at the ceremony. He notes that Earth didn't just join the galactic community, they transformed it. The final scene shows Captain West now an instructor at the new Galactic Military Academy, teaching young officers from dozens of species about the human doctrine, the idea that sometimes the best way to win a war is to change the rules entirely. Themes: humanity's uniqueness lies not in superior technology or strength, but in adaptability, sacrifice, and the refusal to accept conventional limitations. The story explores how isolationism can sometimes lead to innovative solutions when forced action becomes necessary. Asterisk.